So I've been married and divorced 3 times. And if I could say one thing about my experience, and I mean, you can take it or leave it, it's going to be this. Make sure that whoever you are dealing with, okay, whether it's, somebody you're dating, long term, short term, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or whatever, make sure that wherever they are at that moment, and by that moment, I mean, if they don't lose any weight, if they don't get a better job, if they don't fix, the childhood trauma, if they got a cat and you don't like cats, wherever they are at that moment, if you cannot deal with that, if you're thinking about, oh, well, if they change this and they change that and, over time, then we'll grow to be, if they don't change a thing, is that somebody that you want to commit yourself to? See, what a lot of us, women especially, what we do is we connect ourselves to the potential that we feel a person has. And that potential doesn't always pan out. Sometimes we see something in somebody else that they don't necessarily get to realize or that they even see in themselves. But you gotta understand that you have to love people where they are. And if they're showing a bunch of red flags and a bunch of deal breakers now, you have to know that if you commit yourself to that person, you could potentially be dealing with that for the rest of your life if you're talking about marriage or long-term relationships. So ignore the potential. Just throw that shit away. Go ahead and take a look at where that person is right now. If that's somebody that you can see yourself with long-term until you leave this planet, then you commit to that person. But do not commit to somebody's potential, because that's not something that exists. It doesn't exist.
She's impossible to satisfy. She lives in her fantasy.
How do people have so many relationships in their roster? I can barely find a guy I fancy enough to buy me a couple of drinks on a night out, that I can stand long enough for that interaction to happen, let alone go on a date, let alone go on several dates, let alone be a kind of partner or boyfriend. I swear, everybody is either taken or they don't want to date or have anything serious, or they're boring as fuck, or they're just not my type and we don't vibe. So how is it not like this for everyone else? Are people just settling? But I don't think everybody's settling. I think there's some people that are happy in their relationship. I think a lot of people are happy in their relationships. Then I'm like, is the problem me? I don't want to go there. I don't want the problem to be me, because I don't want to unpack that. But I don't know. I think I'm cute. Don't tell me if I'm not. I'd rather live in delusion. I don't get it. But I'm just not willing to settle. I'm not willing. I don't know what I'm willing to do, but I'm not willing to do that. Been on one date in the past 6 months, and it was awful, and now I don't want to do it again. But I'm just can't it just happen naturally? Apparently not. Maybe the universe doesn't want me to have one right now. Maybe it's not meant for me, but I'm fucking bored. And I'm literally going insane thinking that I'm the only person that this is happening to, because everybody has had about 6 boyfriends. I've had one 3 years ago. Only lasted 4 months. So, yeah, boyfriend applications open, except if I don't like how your vibe seems, then I'll probably just reject you and immediately just, I don't know, retreat into my hole.